This is the last part of page 4. Got interrupted with a phone call. It stops the camera. Sorry. This side, you do the same letter, same sign, half of that squared. This side, we've got to add 8/3 and 49/4. So we need the common denominator, which would be 12. So I change 8/3 into 12ths by multiplying the top and bottom by 4. I get 32/12. 49/4, I multiply the top and bottom by 3, and I get 147/12. And I don't like arithmetic. I don't trust myself to do arithmetic mentally. So 147 plus 32, and get 179 over 12. Okay. I hope I didn't make an arithmetic boo-boo there. I don't think I did. Now, finally, hallelujah, we're ready to take the square root. And as usual, on the numerical side, plus or minus. So this side we got x minus 7/2, and on this side we've got plus or minus the square root of 179 over the square root of 12. And I'm doing this because the square root of 12, I can change that to square root 4, square root 3, which becomes 2 square root 3. So I'm going to write x minus 7/2 equals plus or minus the square root of 179 over 2 root 3. Okay. And then we really don't want, if you want a perfect answer, we don't want a radical sign in the denominator, so we're going to multiply the top and bottom by square root 3 to rationalize the denominator. So then we have x, and why don't I add the 7/2 to both sides in the same step. 7/2 plus or minus the square root of, what's 179 times 3? 537. Is this thing getting crazy or what? Over 2 times root 3 times root 3 makes a 3, so that's over 6. Wow. And we'll change this to sixths. We'll times the top and bottom by 3, and that'll make that 21 on the top. So we'll have 21 over 6. Well, let's just put this together in one fraction. 21 plus square root of 537, the whole thing over 6. This is, like I said, about as bad as they get, about as challenging as they get. Okay, so that concludes page 4. See you in a minute on page 5.